いつがリヴァイか。
バカめ、俺は死んでもギブアップなどしねえ。Had good in my heart, now I start this. I lost my life, made me heartless. I had to part with all of the people I walk with. Friends turn to enemies, now I'm a target. Out of my mind and think that I lost it. When Azuna died, man, I lost it. Everything changed when I lost him. I had to put my brother in a coffin. I ain't got a plan for the land, they don't see that. I want peace, but it seems they can't be that. They don't see what I see, I can't make them believe. Cause I gotta be a villain, I be that. Tried to kill me up, but death I cheat that. Never truly gone, just hit the reset. I just hit a level you ain't reached yet. Stand aside my way, you get deleted. Super yummy, put the run in the chest. All of this was just a part of the class. Victory when I saw it fast. Now I got the whole world in my hands. Legendary, you didn't know? Yeah, no shit tomorrow, leave them froze. Yeah, would have thought they just seen a ghost. No, all you seeing is a ghost. Yeah, I do the most. If it justified to me, I let my heart get cold. Hey, this is the road that I chose. I'ma see it through no matter who here got a road.
Yo. What's up, you sexy motherfuckers? Today we're gonna do part fucking 5 to what if Asta was a reincarnation of Madara Uchiha? Yeah. So, before we start this, comment what's your favorite waifu, if you know what that is, and yeah. And while you're at it, go join that motherfucking Discord. It's not in the description. It's in the about section on the channel. Not in the description. In the about section. It says Discord there, and then it gives you a link. Now, let's get back into this bitch. Last time we left off to where the mage went in and told them that the capital was under a fucking attack. But yeah, let's cut that back to that hoe. He says the capital's under attack. Asta, everyone else in the room is like, Nani? What? Asta's first speaker. What the fuck did you just say? And he says the capital's under attack, and he's like, all right, I got this. Everyone sit the fuck down. I got this. And he says, and he pulls out clones, like he says, shadow clone jutsu, water clone, mud clone, lightning clone, limbo clone. He brings out all the fucking clones. And he's like, he tells the shadow clones, you go find the main perpetrators of under this attack. Um, do that. Once you defeat them, dispel, and you'll give me the information. All right. Water clones, lightning clones, and mud clones. You will find everything else, all the the corpses that are alive. Defeat those. Then once you're done, and make sure that you have saved all the lives that you can. Cut back to me, and then you're done. Now, Limbo clones, you guys can just do whatever the fuck you want. Kill, bring me a fucking enemy, I don't care. Alright, done. And everyone is just like, they're like, huh? They're like, what the fuck would you, what is that? And us is just like, my clones. That's the ability of chakra. It's better than magic because I'm not stuck with one type of ability. One type of element, I guess. I don't fucking know. I'm not stuck with one thing. I have lightning, fire, other things, other arts, shit like that. It's very simple. And they're like, uh, shit, alright then. We're fucking okay. And everyone in this room is just jaw dropped. Like, they're like, we didn't even know you could fucking create clones. If he ever created clones, which I don't think he has, just forget about that shit. But yeah, they're everyone like jaw dropped. And us is just like, yes, so shadow clones help me because after they dispel, I get the information that they have. So yeah, I can also have shared vision between all of them with my Renegon. So hold up, and he activates his Renegon. And he's like, and everyone is just looking at him in the eye. And you know how Renegon translates to God's eye. That'll be lit. So, yeah, he's like, yeah, now I have shared vision with my limbos and shadows. He doesn't care about the waters and the lightning and the mud clones. I don't even know if there's lightning clones. I'm gonna just say there fucking are because, I can. So, they're all just baffled and they're like, how can we trust that your clones are gonna be powerful enough? And he's like, Asta's just like, Alec Dora says that, and Asta's just like, yo, bitch, shut your bitch ass up, okay? Look, I beat three fucking captains, okay? I'm stronger than all three of y'all. By the flick of my fucking wrist, I defeated three captains. The captain of the Silver Eagles, Nozell, captain of the Blue Rose Knights, Charlotte, captain of the Green Praying Mantises. I think it was a captain of the Green Praying Mantises. I don't fucking know. Or was it? No, actually, I think it was the Golden Dawn's captain. I'm gonna just say it was Golden Dawn. I need to rewatch it. If I'm wrong, just replace it with that one. And then I defeated the captain of the Golden Dawn. Vengeance. I don't fuck Vengeance. Yeah. So, if you are doubting my skills, then you are a fucking idiot. My clones are as powerful as me. Okay, my shadow clones, they're pretty much like half my power. I don't know. I'm gonna say he has like mastery over it, so it doesn't drain his chakra. So it's pretty much like an exact him, just a little weaker. And then obviously limbo clones are just as strong as him. Water, mud, and then the lightning clones are like just clones. I mean, they just do whatever the fuck they're told, and yeah. And then he has shared vision all over them, so he's fucking chilling. So he's like, yes, do not doubt my skill now. Fuegoleon, because they were, doing their shit. Give me that pendant you have around your neck. As he's like, what? What are you talking about? Why would I give you this? This is a family heirloom or whatever the fuck. And Us is just like, listen here, buddy. Alright? Give me your fucking pendant now. I know what they're after, and it's that. It's the Eye of the Midnight Sun. I got information about them last time when they were attacking a village called Saucy Village. I defeated them, but I also got eyes. I got intelligence on their organization. Their name, the Eye of the Midnight Sun, as I said earlier. Their objective, to gain these magic stones, which I think that's what it is. Your pendant or whatever the fuck. Alright? So I need you to give it to me. Because if I do have it, then I'll be able to trace back to where the fuck they came from. And he's spouting knowledge on them. He's dishing it out. He's doing whatever the fuck. And for going, I was like, okay. I'm gonna just say they weren't informed because the Wizard King said fuck it. So they're chilling. Asta got the pendant now, and now we cut to the clones. Shadow clone, shadow clone, shadow clone. So yeah. So one shadow clone is fucking fighting Ravies or whatever the fuck his name is, and he saved the little girl because he's a G, and uh, he's fighting Ravies, and he creates two water clones there, and he's just fucking skull fucking him. Literally, he is raping him into the ground. Yeah, he stands no chance. So he beats the shit out of Ravies. He beats the shit out of his what the fuck are they called? Like his minions, his puppets or whatever the fuck. Like the one with lightning and the one with the impenetrable shield and the fucking liquid mud one or whatever the fuck. The curse magic one or whatever. Yeah, he beats the shit out of all of them. He beats Ravies. And, Sally comes through and her magic knights or whatever the fuck. Her mages. And she gets dicked on. And, yeah. Um, Now, I'm gonna say, just for convenience, what the fuck is this? The spatial magic user, Asta doesn't sense him there. He is gone. So all the conflicting emotions that are going on throughout the royal capital is kind of fucking up with his, emotion sensing shit. So yeah, and now we cut to the mage who steals all your fucking magic to make herself younger. She gets bodied, literally. I mean, Asta just flicks her in the forehead and she gets floating into a wall. And yeah, she's fucked. I don't even know I don't even know if there's other mages there. I'm gonna say there isn't. If there was, well, I fucking forgot. And we come back to Sally, and then they all do their shit. While the spatial magic user's like, "Where the fuck is Captain of the Crimson Lions or the Crimson Lion Kings or whatever?" He's like, "No, no, no, I need to find him." He cuts there, and he finds him eventually in the banquet place or whatever the fuck, and he actually he opens the portal under him. Fuck. He opens the portal under him, thinking that he still has the pendant, but he doesn't. Asta has it. Now Asta wasn't paying attention because he has the magic night user who can create the sand or whatever the fuck to create a picture of the city. And yeah, so he can share vision them and tell them which places have the most chaos around them. And he's doing that, and they didn't notice, but Fagolin just drops through that hole or through the portal or whatever, and now he's face to face with Licht. But Licht notices that where the fuck is the pendant, and he says, "Ah, you bastard!" And he fucking he doesn't say bastard because that's not in his character. He says, "You are you the leader?" And Licht is like, "I don't need an answer to you, human." And Fagolion is like, "Oh, I don't care." And he starts using his magic, and Licht is like, "Oh, fuck this shit." He cuts his arm off like original, but yeah. So he's there, and Fagolion just falls, because his whole fucking arm is gone, and he gets dropped back through the portal. And this went so fast to them. Asta was like, huh? And then they see the body of Fagolion just drop in the center. And everyone is like, yo, what the fuck, dude? And yeah, they're gone. Wow. Leopold is like freaking the fuck out. He's like, no, 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 no. This is my brother. How the fuck could he lose? What the fuck? No, 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 no. We need healing mages now. You and Mimosa's. Excuse me, there. Mimosa comes up, and then us is like, hold on, no, 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 heal it. And then I got it, and Mimosa's like, oh, okay, and he heals him, and everyone's like, Asta, can you use the King of Hell? Like you said earlier, you're whatever the fuck. And Asta's just like, hold the fuck on. I need him to get healed because I ain't trying to fuck up his body even more. You know? He might die if I move him way too much. Blood loss, I need to get him healed and then I'll put him in. Asta summons the King of Hell and then, Fagolion gets healed. And Asta just, boom, drops him in it. And, he comes out. Yeah, he comes out healed, so he's fucking chilling. But he needs to rest a little. I'm gonna say that. So he rests for a big portion, and he is, yeah. So he has his arm back. So we're not dealing with that fucking flame arm shit, cause there's really no point, I guess. But yeah. I mean, he's still gonna get salamander, um, but he's gonna get that shit later. So after that, we go back to the Shadow Clones. And now they defeated Sally. So the clones dispel themselves. Asta gets the knowledge because he wasn't paying attention right now with the shared vision. He's like, oh shit, I need to go there. But first, where's that magic user? As he turns around, he sees him in this, like the fucking slightest corner where there's shadow. Because of all the debris and shit. And he says, you, as he fucking body flickers there, pulls him out of his own portal. And he's like, where is your leader, bitch? Where, 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 where? And he's like, I don't know. Let me, let me go. And he's trying to breathe, and he's like, fuck you. As he takes and body flickers over to Sally, Ray's, and whatever the fuck. And he's like, you tell me where your leader is, bitch. As they don't know what the fuck to do, and Sally is, using her sticky salamander, and this kind of distracts Asta for the period of time there. So they have time to escape. They cut back the the base. I think that's where they went first. Yeah, they cut back to the base, and Asta's just like, damn it, fuck! I had a chance and I didn't fucking take it because of this fucking whatever the fuck this is, a sticky salamander, whatever the fuck that bitch called it. Shit! Holy shit, I'm fucking back. I'm sorry, I had to go do something. Alright, so he said shit. And I think that's where I left off. I don't fucking know. And he's pissed off. He's like, fuck, my one chance to slip by. And finally you catch their leader slipping. I fuck it over. He is livid, bro. He is pissed as fuck. He punches the ground so fucking hard, like the whole area, the radius around him or whatever the fuck. It's like just fucking caved in, bro. Like that punch was hella hard. It even feels like a mini earthquake, bro. That's how hard he hit the fucking ground. Because he was that pissed off. Uh, he fucking body flickers back to the place. And they're all like, whoa, what the fuck is this? And Austin's just like, don't worry about it. I punched the ground because I'm pissed off right now. And they're like, why are you pissed off? Or Noel's like, why are you pissed off, Austin? And Austin's just like, because I fucking let them slip away the one chance I had on finding their fucking leader. And they slipped away from my hands. All this power, and what the fuck did it gain me? Nothing, because they slipped a fucking way. And he's just pissed. And yeah, no one wants to fuck with him right now. Like, nope. And Noel is like, calm down, Oscar. It's okay. We will have chances in the future. And Oscar's like, we don't fucking know that. They might take precautions, get stronger because they see me using power that they don't even understand. They're lost about it. They might wait weeks, months, even years to show back up again. And I let them slip away. And that might be the cause of whatever they might do after this. But who knows? We might have another chance. They might attack sooner. But then, when you have an unknown variable in a situation where you think you had it flawlessly, do you really want to enter without knowing the full equation? Fuck no. He is pissed. And they're like, it's okay. And now we cut to the base where they fucking teleported back at. And we see Sally, Rabies, and the other motherfucking mages. They teleported back to their base. Now we see Julius, my boy Nova Chrono, up in that bitch. All right, and he says, "Well, look who decided to show up." I was having my good old jolly time here researching what the fuck this stone tablet here over is, but it seems like the information that Asta gave me was correct. You guys are looking for magic stones, but you need, I don't know how much more they need. I think Asta has they have 3 in their possession. So the one from Saucy or whatever the fuck, then the one that has, and then Fuegoleon's one, and then I think that's it, but I don't know. And yeah, they need a certain amount of more. And then, he says Kronos, and they're trying to attack him, right? And then he just says, I'm not gonna know. I don't know if this is gonna work, but fuck it. Chronostasis. Because, he's just, during that, he was just dodging all of them. Like the time god he is. And he was just fucking flexing. But, He was chilling, and then he puts him in chronostasis, and I forgot what else happened after this. I think it was like after that, Licht pops up because I don't know. He thinks he's a god, but yeah, and then he's like, I don't know. He's something like that. Like, you dare hurt my friends or my children or whatever the fuck. And he's on top of the stone tablet. And then, the Wizard King just fires one blast over to his bitch ass. And, he hits his hand. Um, shit, yeah, he does that. And he's like, fuck, I don't got time for this shit. So he just comes back with one of the mages as Lick takes the other ones because, um, Julius doesn't want to fuck with him right now because, yeah, he doesn't know if he can, but we know damn well he can fuck licked or licked, quote unquote, licked quote unquote. Because if you've watched the whole thing, we already know who his bitch ass is. All right, both his fake name and whose body he's in, and as he comes back, and they're over here at the medical ward or whatever the fuck where Fagolion's just resting up. Um, everyone traveled there because they said fuck it, we gotta escort Fagolion over there. Asta already saved the whole town. I mean, he's already fixing shit up with the shadow clones, like he's chilling. Especially with other mages because they were like quick on that, bro. Asta just got all the other mages he could at the time, put them there, and now they're working on rebuilding the capital. While they're there, the Wizard King comes back. He's just fucking flash stepping or whatever the fuck. I don't know. He's fast as hell. I don't know how. Well, I know how, but yeah. And he's like, and he pops up where everyone is, because they're talking about Fagolion, and Austin's just telling them, nah, he's gonna be all right. He just needs time to rest. I don't know why it didn't heal him all the way, and I'm just saying because it's fucking plot convenience, but you already know that because I just pulled it out of my ass. But yeah, he's just doing that, and Wizard King pops up, and I think it was fuck, what was her name, dude? I literally just watched this bitch. It's the girl. It's like the girl that always says Shar as her captain or like her sister. What the fuck was her name, dude? It's the one that's always near Charlotte. I don't fucking know. She says, "Hey, is that an enemy?" And Julius is like, "Yeah. Uh, we can probably interrogate him, something like that. But what happened here?" And she's just like, I thought they would come after me because I took Frigolion's magic stone, but turns out they didn't get the memo fast enough, or the spatial magic user didn't fucking know. And yeah, he got his arm cut off, but I put him in the King of Hell and healed him up. And Julius is like, "What the fuck is the King of what?" And Us is just like, I don't feel like explaining it right now. And then, fuck. And then he feels something. He feels like someone's watching him. He's like, and he fucking hits the back of his neck. He's like, "What the fuck? Hold on. Shut up, everyone." And they're like, "What?" And then some fucking Wizard King says, "What's going on, young Asta?" Or whatever the fuck he calls him. And Asta's just like, "Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on." And then he says, "Who the fuck is watching me? Who the hell is watching us?" And then like he feels it. And if you know who this is, all right. And then Austin's just like like he's fucking baffled. He's like, what? What? Who is watching us?" And they're like, "Who's watching who?" And he's like, "Someone's watching us. I don't know. I don't know how. It's like they're not even here at all. They're all the way over there in the fucking Heart Kingdom. What the fuck?" And they're like, "The Heart Kingdom? Why would they be watching us?" Oh, wait, hold on. How the hell are they watching us? Austin's just like, I don't know. What the fuck? He turns around and I'm gonna just say the person in the Heart Kingdom is like, jawing around because I don't know if everyone knows who the fuck it is. I mean, you should know who it is. And us is just like someone in the Heart Kingdom. Seems like they have some sort of omnipotence. I'm not gonna say so though. I don't know who the fuck they are. Seems very important though. I don't know how they're spying on us, but you know, you didn't consider your presence enough. If I catch you, as he says this out loud, right? And he says, if I catch you trying to invade this kingdom or hurt it in any other way, I will come to your kingdom. As the person who's watching in on this is hearing this, and he keeps listening in, and Austin's just like, I will come to your kingdom, and I will raise it to the ground. All right, no one fucks with my future kingdom, okay? My future kingdom, and everyone hears this, my future kingdom, and they're like questioning, like, what is he gonna do? Oh shit! And Austin's just like, you better back the fuck off. You better back off. I still got big plans for this place. I still got big plans, and you ain't gonna interfere with any of it. And now the person who was watching just severs the connection right there, and she's like, oh no 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 no! How the hell did he know I was watching him? What the fuck? Who is this motherfucker? Well, no, they wouldn't say that. He's like, how was he? How did he know I was watching him? Who is he? Who is this young boy? That sounded so weird, but we're gonna roll with it. And they're like, and we come back to Austin and the gang. And they're like, who was watching us? Who in the Diamond King? Do you know who? And Austin's just like, no, damn. But I do know that someone was watching us. They were in the Diamond King or the Heart Kingdom, from what I know of. Somewhere in that direction. I don't know who though. How would they get vision inside one of the most protected, probably the most protected area in the whole of the Clover Kingdom? What the fuck? Questions for later. I don't have time for this, dude. Oh my god. And they cut there. They like all like decide to meet up another time, and they fucking dip. They go back to their respective bases, or yeah. And hold up, how fucking long have I been doing this? 26 minutes. I can do this. And so they cut back, and they do this and that, and they rest for like a day, because it's pretty stressful shit. And they go to sleep. They wake up the next morning, pretty early in the morning, um, and yeah, they're fuck. Now I forget the events. So they go to the mixer. They do that. This shit. What the fuck am I missing? No, 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 no. Nah. Alright, I got you. Alright, so they do that, and Finral just tells them like the next day. I'ma say it's the next day. I don't know if it's in the same fucking day, but the next day, mm, Finral tells them, "Hey, Asta, you want to go to the mixer?" And Noel and Asta they be a little tight. Not like that, but they tight, like close together right now. And Austin's just like, yeah, I don't mind. I don't think they're dating. I don't think I made them date yet. If they have, um, if they are, um, no, fuck, I'm retarded. Yes, they are because Asta told. Yes, okay, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, my dumbass forgot. And Asta's just like, I don't know. You mind? And Noah's like, oh, what the? Of course I mind. I'm with you now. You're with me. And Austin is like, but like, what if I make new friends along the way? And Austin and And Noelle is like, I don't give a fuck if you make new friends. And Austin's like, yo, come on. I mean, you already know I'm gonna be faithful. Why the fuck you? Why you care? Like, come on, let me just go out to the mixer. And Noelle's like, fine. And Austin's like, all right, bet. I'll make some new friends. And yeah, Finner was like, um, since when are you two a thing? What? Have I been lost? And Austin's like, I'll tell you later, I think. And he's like, Fenrir's like, oh, alright. And then he looks for the other people. He goes to Ghost, then Magna, then Gordon, then the fuck was her name again? Gray? Was it Gray? Was it? He goes to Gray, and he's like, wait, what the fuck am I going for him? Or not him, her. Cause I'ma say they know she looks like, or she looks like a girl, or that she is a girl, and then he's like, nah, she's too weird. And then he goes to Charmy, and then he's like, nah. I mean, yeah, she'd probably liven up the place, but if she eats too much, yeah, nah. And then he goes to Luck, and he's like, uh, I don't, yeah, fuck it, I don't care. I'm gonna take him. And he was going to, well, before that, he went to Yami, and then he was like, nah, never mind, fuck Yami. And then, you know, they go to the mixer. And Austin's like, oh, I don't mind going to the mixer. I mean, I'm not gonna actually go out with anyone. I mean, I don't know if I am. Oh, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. No, nothing more to fucking say. And they go to the mixer. They arrive at the place, and the three girls and the three boys, and they're on the Black Bulls. Now, during this time, the Black Bulls have been getting some notoriety, some relevancy in the Magic Knights game. You know, or the Magic Squads game. You know what I mean? And yeah, so they be going up the ranks real quick. You know what I mean? And yeah, they're fucking living like they're in the positives now. And after Asta saved all the motherfucking people, he saved the village, or not the village, the whole capital by himself. He obviously getting some stars, like he getting stars. And I'm gonna say I don't remember how many stars they have right now. I'm gonna have to rewatch it, and then yeah, but yeah, he has a lot of stars, and he's gonna get a lot fucking more because he is Buster the Goat. But yeah, and they go to the mixer and they see and they're like, oh, the Black Bulls. I've heard they've been doing really well. Like the two girls, I mean, Rebecca over here, kind of, just looking away because her sister kind of made her. And Austin notices. He's like, oh, who this? What's wrong with her? Of like, or yeah. Austin's like, yeah. And so they sit down, and then Finral says, oh, well, I guess it's for a while. It's a little silent, and then Finral's like, oh, I gotta progress this shit a little. Cause Austin don't really fucking care. He's just like, fuck it. I'm gonna wait till Finral does his shit because I know he's gonna do something grand. And Finral says, well, I think it's time for introductions, ladies. And then he pulls out the flowers and he gives them all three of them flowers. And the girl says, well, I heard this was from so and so mountains, and it only grows at nighttime. And wow. And I heard these were so hard to get. Yay. And Fernand's like, yeah, only for you two, or only for, you people and shit. Yeah. And he says, well, I'm Finral. What the fuck was his last name, dude? I'm forgetting shit. Well, he says, I'm Finral so and so, and I'm a Black Bulls member, and so and so, and they're doing that, and then Finral says, Luck, how about you introduce yourself now, too? And Austin, or not, or Luck's like, oh, well, yeah, I'll do that. My name's Luck Voltia. I don't know how the fuck I remember his name. Maybe because it has something to do with lightning and this shit. But yeah, he says, I'm Luck Voltia. I like near death situations, especially fights. I love fights, bloody fights. And my motto is do or die, or whatever the fuck. And the girls are kind of off putted by him, but yeah. And then Asta's like, and then Finn was like, Asta, how about you go now? And then Asta's like, oh yes, yeah, yeah, I forgot. Noelle followed because she still has that, I guess. She still follows because they're in a relationship now, so why the fuck wouldn't she follow? And then Asta's just like, oh, all right. My name's Asta Madara fucking Uchiha, and yeah, I've been pulling my squad up the ranks. Um, I don't know how many stars I've gotten now. Um, the attack on the other day, and the three girls nod, or the two girls, besides Rebecca. Rebecca's just like, oh, yeah, okay, I don't really care. Sorry for any background noise. Yeah, hold up, my bad. And then Moss is like, well, I saved the village. I captured the dungeon. And while I saved the village, I got information on the people on the terrorist group who attacked the capital yesterday. And they're like, wait, for real? And I was just like, yep, that was all me. I got information on them. They're called the Eye of the Midnight Sun. And they have some pretty powerful mages there. Nothing I can't handle though. Light work, really. Um, Yesterday in the capital, I was the one who saved it. You might have seen me. The clones and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I can show you actually. Hold up. And then he does like a water clone or whatever the fuck, or he does a mud clone. And he's like, look, this is a clone of myself. And then they're chilling, and then yeah. And he's like, well, I have goals, I guess. Or like he says, my goals are to become the Wizard King, which honestly I can easily do right now, but I don't feel like doing it right now because it's such a drag, dude. Nah, I'll play with you. He's like, nah, it's just not the right time. I gotta get some more experience in this world, actually, yeah. And this catches all of their ears. And one of the girls says, in this world, what are you talking about? Austin's just like, oh, I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but I'm the reincarnation of someone. Like his name's Madara Uchiha. That's how I got like the last part of my name because I added it in there because it's me, and because the person Madara. I kind of acknowledge him. He had a big ass dream when he was alive. He almost completed it, but certain situations happened, and oh fuck, hold up. Certain situations happened, and he kind of got backstabbed. I mean, he was really fucking strong. Like, ooh, yes, he was strong. But yeah, certain things happened. So yeah, back to my dreams though. I want to become the Wizard King, and then after that, I want to become the King. They're like, what the fuck? What? How? And the Nas is like, you might be wondering, how are you gonna become the king? Are you dumb? Are you stupid? And Nas is just like, I'm gonna overthrow the king right now. I don't like him. He's a lady. Or no, not a lady. He's a lazy little shit that honestly I don't really fucking agree with. He seems like he sits on his ass and just fucking is the king. But the person who's actually working the strings is the Wizard King. Honestly, I don't really care. I mean, if I become the king of this place, I have more power. I have more leverage in the country. And if I do have leverage here, then I can abolish this social class system, bring equality into this country, bring true peace into this country, into this world. I can have people living under homes, not dying of starvation, not getting picked on because they're not from this country or they're not from the whole continent, where they don't get laughed at for certain things that they didn't have any control over. I had to live that. I'm from Hodge Village. I was in an orphanage. Yeah, I had little brothers and sisters there. You know, they were fun. I fuck with them. Six or something, or like five. I have my brother there. I mean, he's not my brother by blood, but he is like my brother. He's the same age. We both had the same dream. Although he wants to become the Wizard King. I don't know why. I mean, I bet you it's the same reason. But yeah. And he's like, and I left them all. That's why. That's why I want to become the Wizard King and then become the king so that I could help them. People who I look at as family because I don't have any. I never have. But they are my family. They became my family and I'm going to help them because that is my dream, my aspiration, my goal in life to succeed because I know I will be able to achieve that dream. But enough to chit chat. Let's get into this mixer. All right, who else? Who you? Can you guys talk now? Introduce yourself, and then they introduce themselves like I'm. Fuck is their name, dude? They were kind of like very interested in Asta in particular, even Rebecca at that moment, and but I'm gonna say they still go with the people they went with, and she's like, I cut hair, I do dresses, and then Rebecca, I run a restaurant, and they start talking for a little, and then they're like, oh well, you want to know what us Magic Knights do, and then they do that. The first girl leaves with Finral, and then the second girl leaves with Luck, and then now it's just Rebecca and Asta. And Rebecca's like, so you said she's the one to break the ice first, if you know what that saying is or metaphor or whatever the fuck. And she's like, so you said you had like little siblings or whatever. And I was just like, yeah, I truly do love them. I mean, it kind of sucks I'm not around them now. I mean, after I joined the Black Bulls, it kind of got a little lonely. But yeah, I was just hoping to make some friends during the mix. I mean, I'm not really looking for luck. And then he gets cut off by the drunk guy. And Asta's just like, oh my, yo, this boy musty. In his head, right? He's like, ugh, disgusting ass motherfucker. And the guy's like, oh, look at you. And, she's like, oh, I remember you. What are you doing with this guy? You should come over here with a real man. Oh, wait a minute. You're that girl who runs that restaurant with all those other kids. Are those your children? And they're like, are you their mother? And Rebecca's like, no, I'm no such thing. I'm not their mother. And he's like, oh, you probably are because your man must have just gone up and left. So he probably went to go buy. Yeah, I'm not gonna answer that joke actually. Never mind. Yeah, fuck that shit. He probably left you. He left you, and Austin's just like, yo, dude. As he finally speaks up, he's like, yo, fat ass, you better shut the fuck up before I pull up, alright? Before I stand up and kick your ass. And the guy's like, oh, what are you gonna do? You can't use your magic on me. And Austin's just like, I don't have magic. And the drunk guy's like, huh, a magic night without magic? What a joke. I should probably try out for a magic night then. Austin's just like, yeah, I might all have magic. But I got something else. It's called chakra. And no rules say I can't earn you with chakra. As he just fucking dogs him. He says, I don't know, even know. I mean, I'm gonna just say he uses a human path, bruh. He kills him. Yes, he kills him. As he's like, no, because then that'll give a bad impression on Rebecca. And I'm gonna just say, he does a little lightning release, and he just touches the mat in his forehead, and he's paralyzed, and he falls on the ground with foam coming out of his mouth, and he's like, and he's done. And then and then the guy says, actually no, yeah, he does the lightning thing, and then he picks him up and throws him over to the table where Seke was at. Yeah, and he breaks the table, and the girls leave, and Noel is like, well, it doesn't seem like he's unloyal right now. I mean, he's doing pretty well, and then Vanessa's like, or not Vanessa, Rebecca's like, hey, we gotta get out of here. And Austin's like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay, I guess. Now, he doesn't know that Noelle is there, so yeah. They leave, and they go into that alley, and Noelle's like, oh, I quit. And she follows them, and then that happens, and yeah. And they talk, and Rebecca's like, so, um, do you have someone in mind? Or, well, no, she looks at him, and then she's like, he's pretty tall, handsome, dreams, shit like that. I mean, and then she's like, so, do you have anyone in mind? Like, and Austin's just like, yeah, actually, right now, I'm actually, and then he's cut off. And then, well, I'll be rooting for you. And Austin's just like, whoa, buckaroo! She likes me too? Damn, I didn't even know. Well, shit. Well, yeah, well, he said that in his head, and he's like, yeah, I have someone right now. And Rebecca is like, in her head, is like, I'm not gonna give up. Even though he might have someone he's dating right now, I'm not gonna give up. And, she's like, well, you wouldn't mind coming to my restaurant sometime, would you? It's over here, and I don't even know what the fuck the village is called. It's like Ipka or some shit. Or I don't even fucking know. Yeah, she's like, would you mind coming to to my village, and then come to my restaurant? And Austin's like, all right, bet, I don't care. I mean, and she said, yeah, you could probably play with my siblings. And we're like, bet. That happens, and they fucking go back. Noelle goes back, and yeah, we cut to the next day. She's just like, well, I might as well go visit them today. I mean, I have nothing to do. I mean, the debriefing on the Midnight Sun members is until later today or tomorrow, actually. Yeah, so I could probably go visit them today, and then he tells, or well, he goes, and then he's like, and I think Magna went over there or some shit. Or no, and then he just says, well, like, tells Noel, well, I'm gonna go uh, to this girl's restaurant that I met yesterday. Yeah, we became friends, and Noel's like, are you sure? And Austin's like, yo, Noel, gosh, can I not have any friends? Holy, like, I'm not gonna do anything. Noel's like, fine. And Noel is still gonna fucking follow because she can. And Asta probably thinks she's gonna follow too, so he's like, yeah, fuck her, I'm gonna let her come. I don't care. I'm not gonna do anything anyways. And yeah, it's gonna take a little bit for Noelle to like not go. Well, no, actually, I'm gonna say she doesn't go. I don't know how that's gonna work, but no, yeah, no, she has to go. I'm gonna say she goes. And fuck, no, actually, no, because he can make a clone, and then okay, no. She doesn't go. Asta goes, he fucking gets there with fucking Ghost. So going over there too to meet fucking Marie, and he gets there, and Asta's over here munching on his food, and he's like, bet I. And yeah, that happens. They talk, Rebecca's siblings, they tell her, are you gonna jump Asta, or like, are you gonna date him, or like, are you gonna do anything? And Rebecca's like, no, he's already with someone. And I'm like, aww. And yeah, that happens, and now they're playing over there with the children or whatever the fuck. I probably got that wrong, but yeah. And he's playing with Marie, and then Ghost pulls up with his sister complex. Yo, that weird ass shit. And he sees Asta playing with Marie, and he is just like, Asta, you better get the fuck away from my sister. And fucking Asta's like, what are you gonna do about it, prick? Huh? You think you could beat me up? Huh? And Ghost is like, I don't care. You better get away from my sister. And Asta's like, I'm not listening to your bitch ass. And that happens, and Asta just fucking wipes the floor with his ass. And yeah, that happens, and then they come back, and then it's nighttime. I mean, he still meets the sister, Teresa. I don't know. They still meet her because she comes out, and she takes Marie, and us is just like, yeah. And so that happens, and Noelle was following, and Asta was like, yeah, all right, all right. Um, and then Rebecca's like, hey, why don't you like stay the night, and you can go back tomorrow. And Asta's like, all right, bet, I don't care. And they cut to nighttime. I probably missed a lot of parts, but fuck it, I'm not gonna go into too much detail. He stays there, and Ghosh's bitch ass tries to play assassin, but he can't because he fucking sucks. But yeah, that happens. And the fuck else? Yeah. So he tries to kill Asta. Asta wakes up because he has them ninja tendencies. So he just knows he's fucking there because light sleeper and shit. And he's like, Ghost, I swear, stop. And all the damage to the house actually doesn't happen. They just like fall out the window somehow. And Asta's just like, Ghost, you better stop right now. I'm not trying to hurt a teammate. Ghost is like, I don't care. My sister's not gonna marry you. Not a person like you. She's gonna marry me, or whatever the fuck. And then while they're fighting, Rebecca comes out, and Austin takes into account, why the fuck is it snowing? Nani? And Rebecca comes out like, Asta, what do you? It doesn't matter. The kids are missing. I don't know where they are. They're not in the rooms. And Asta's like, oh shit. So this is why I'm like, oh fuck. Okay. Mhm. All right. He's like, okay, no time to explain. And Noelle pops up, and she's like, hey, Asta. And Asta's just like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Noelle, you were here. Okay. I already knew. How the hell did I forget? And then he's like, who's this? Rebecca's like, who's this? And oh, this is my girlfriend, Noelle Silva. And she's like, what? Royal Family Silva? And they kind of have their little rivalry because I think Noelle can tell Rebecca likes Asta. It's just simple as that. Asta knows it too, but he's like with Noelle, and that's gonna be the ship. So yeah, I might make a ship where Rebecca's the ship, or I might make a what if where Rebecca is the ship. So yeah, that happens, and yeah, and Asta's like, well, fuck, and Sister Teresa comes out and is like, kids are missing, like I can't find them. And Ghost is like, my sister better not be among those. And, no, sadly, she is. And we got to go find them. And, all the other parents come out looking for their children, Nos and Noelle's. Like, don't worry. The Magic Knights are here. We're gonna find them. And Nos is like, hey, no time to explain. Ghost, you come with me. We're gonna go find them bastards. Sister Teresa, you can tag along if you want. And, they go with Asta flying, and Sister Teresa's like, how the fuck are you flying? How are you flying? Asta's like, I don't know. I don't have time to explain, and I don't really care. What we gotta do is find those kids right now, because I don't know if they're gonna be able to survive for long. And Noelle is, we come back to Noelle, and she's like, I'm gonna call back up, and like shit like that. And Asta's like, all right, you do that, because I don't know. I don't really care. I don't really need it, but what, you do you. And Noelle's like, fine, cocky. And us, they're just fucking blitzing. And now we cut to the cave, the kids, all that shit happens if you know the scenes there. And the brother of Rebecca, still gets thrown down, and Mary gets hit, or Marie, and yeah, that happens. And Austin finds the little brother of Rebecca, and he's like, "Oh my fucking shit!" And he's like, "No time to put the fucking like King of Hell up." And he's like, "Sister Teresa, do you have any healing magic?" And she's like, "Yeah, I do." And she uses it, and that happens. And Asta uses the anti-magic swords to cut the connection of magic, because he's like, "Yeah, might as well." And yeah. I'm gonna add more. I'm probably gonna add more interactions with the anti-magic devil and Asta. Just not right now, because Asta doesn't really fucking care. And yeah, so he's like, "Here, kid, take my robe, this and that." And the robe's obviously bigger. I forgot what the hell I said he was wearing. I'm gonna just say he has a robe. And he's like, "Here, take my robe," and this and that. And I'm gonna say he has Madara's armor now. And if I said he was wearing something else, he's not. I'm gonna say he has Madara's armor, but it's black instead of red, because white hair. And I think it'll fit better. So he has the robe, and then he under that he has like a symbol for the black bulls. And I'm gonna say that looks pretty fitting. And I'm gonna say he also has shinobi sandals, because why not? But that happens, and they go into the cave, they get the kids, the snow guy or whatever, the brothers, they do that. And Ghost goes in first, because Asta's dealing with the kid, or the brother of Rebecca. And now he follows shortly, and Ghost sees that they hurt Marie, and all that same interactions happens in normal, as normal. And what's his face again? The brother of the snow mage gauges the power of Ghost. And she's like, "No, I don't think we can take him." And then Asta appears, and he's like, "Ghost, are you alright? You, you sister." Oh no, he's gonna be like, "Sister lover, are you alright?" And Ghost is like, "Huh?" As he gains a tick on his forehead, and he's like, "Don't call me that again." And he's like, and then the guy checks his fucking like scouter or whatever for the magic signature again for Asta. And I'm gonna say he can sense chakra, and when he senses it, his thing just overloads. The amount of power Asta has is immeasurable, or whatever the fuck that word is. It's not measurable. And the thing breaks, and he's like, "No, no, 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 we gotta leave, we gotta leave." And then Asta's like, "Oh no, you don't. Did you see what you were doing to these kids? All of their unconscious bodies on the floor because you took their magic? No, 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 no. You're gonna pay." As he just fucking slaps the boy, and he kind of just just fucks over the snow mage, and he just slaps him too. And that happens. And the guy seemingly knocked out. Asta doesn't recognize this though, because he doesn't really care, because he's using the King of Hell and putting all the like unconscious bodies. And I'm gonna say they can bring back magic, because because it heals all your injuries, so why wouldn't it? And while this is happening, the Mud Mage, the brother of the Snow Mage, uses one of his mud things, activates the transmitter for Sally. Sally pops up. That interaction happens. Asta pretty much clean sweeps her, and then Licht pops up. I'm sorry if I'm going through this fast, but I mean, what do you expect? Asta's just gonna wipe the floor with all of them. But I'm gonna make the Licht fight better. Licht pops up, and this is where it gets interesting. He's with what's the fuck is it? The spatial mage too, and he's like, "You hurt Sally. How dare you? Like you hurt my child or my friend or I don't know." And then now we have Asta fighting Licht. And I'm gonna say, Noel. We come back to Noel. Noel called Seke. That interaction happens, and Seke goes over to the Black Bulls hideout. He gets Yami. Yami appears with Finral, and that happens. Because they might have a chance. As yeah, I don't know how they're gonna make their escape, but I'm gonna just come up with it on the fly. As Licht and Asta are fighting now, and Asta is seeing the light shard, or the light swords of conviction. Yeah, so Licht is using that, and they are brawling. Asta's not going full out, obviously, because he's enjoying the fight. He's a battle hungry monster. He is a smoke demon. He wants all of it. He is brawling it out. He's not even using it. He's using his three Tomo Sharingan, obviously, because he has to look at the light beams. He has to dodge him. If he doesn't, he kind of cut. I mean, he still has Hashirama cells because I'm gonna say he does. I mean, it's an ass pull, obviously, but yeah. And he also has his true seeking orbs and everything like that. As he says, Sage Art, Light Fang, or whatever the fuck. And he the light beam comes out of his mouth and it cuts all the light swords. He's like, what the fuck? Like, it's like, what? What did you do? How do you have light magic? And he's like, nah, 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 as Asta says that. He's like, this isn't light magic. This is light. Or this is Sage or Light Fang. It's called Chakra, bitch. As he is blitzing Lick now, he is dogging him. Yami appears, and Austin's like, nah, I'ma set out. He's like, I want to see the fight between Yami and Lick. As that happens, the same thing happens in canon with Asta sitting back on purpose, though. He's just watching the fight. As, that happens, and, he doesn't step in at all. As, after all the interaction, Lick is, he uses his, final attack or whatever, that light, huge ass light beam against, Yami, and Austin is like, should I step in though? Like, I don't know. I mean, fuck it. As he steps in, he fucking counteracts that shit. He's like, what do you think you're doing, boy? As he steps back again, he's like, Yami, get your ass into gear and beat the shit out of him. And Yami's like, oh, alright, you better see this. I'ma amaze you with my dark magic. As he starts beating the shit out of Licht at that moment, because Licht used a pretty good amount of magic. And then, that happens. And, Licht gets hurt. And then the Eye of the Midnight Sun appear. And this is where it gets interesting. Because, what the fuck is a copy mage's name again? It's like Rahies? Ravies? No, 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 no. Hold on, I'm gonna search that name up again. Alright, I'm back. Okay, it's Raya. So, as Raya, Veto, and Fauna appear, and Asta sees this, he's like, oh, some new challengers have arrived. As, Veto, or Licht is laying on the ground, and Fauna's like, over here. if someone hurts Licht, I'm gonna kill them. Shit. And Ra's like, oh, this is such a pain. I'm so. Oh, what a pain. I'm gonna get this over with. And Veto's like, I'm gonna show you despair. Like, how dare you hurt my friend? I'm gonna kill you limb from limb. As Yami's like, Asta, you mind stepping in? And Asta's like, no, no, no. I wanna see where this goes. As they start fighting, as Raya, pretty much does the same thing. He appears in front of Yami, and he touches his grimoire, and he's like, "Oh, this is some nice magic you have. It'll be a shame if someone copied it." As he steps back because Yami was about to hit him, Yami's like, "Oh, who the fuck are you guys?" As Licht, introduces him. This is the third eye, the strongest members of the Eye of the Midnight Sun. Veto, the Veto, the Veto the Despair, Fauna the Hateful, and um, what the fuck was Raya's one? Raya the Unfaithful, whatever the fuck. I don't even know. Because it was talking about hope, like loyalty, and then love, some shit. And then they all do their shit as they are what's his face? Veto and Raya come in on Yami because Raya's using his lightless slash with his like fake katana and shit. Yami is like struggling. He's like, "Yo, Asta, you mind joining in now?" Like Asta's like, "Nope, I don't feel like joining in right now. I want to see where this goes." Like I said, unless you're gonna die, I'm not gonna step in. As Yami's like, "Fuck you," yeah, he's like, "Fuck you, dude." As he's like defending against Raya, and then Veto's bitch ass pops in as he starts slashing at Yami, but Yami's blocking it with his sword, and then his sword's breaking. It's like, "Oh, you bastard! I am not even done paying this off yet, and you broke it. Oh my, yeah, you pain in the ass." And then they both step back as Fauna uses her fucking fire magic with her salamander's breath. As Yami's like, "Holy shit!" As um Ghost steps in and he uses full reflect, and Fauna's like, huh. And she swipes that away. I mean, somehow, as pull plot, and that happens. And they do their thing at the end with like Veto using his slash with his beast magic, Raya using lightless slash, and Fauna using her salamander's breath at the all three at the same time. As it's getting in on Yami, Asta's about to step in, but then the hole in the cave still there. Then the captains arrive, and they both like just slap that shit away. And Asta's just like, oh, no, I'm fighting now. I got the urge to fight. As he fucking body flickers in front of them, and they're like, "What are you doing? Get out of the way." Asta's like, "Nah, I don't feel like it." Yami, sit your ass on the ground. You look beat enough. And, Jack is like, "Oh, Yami, you weak ass buffoon. I'll probably kill you. I should kill you right now." And Yami's like, "Go right ahead." And Jack's like, "Nah." As he licks his blade, he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna wait until you're strong enough. That doesn't make it exciting if you're just weak and pitiful." And, Charlotte comes in and is like, "Yami, get your ass off the ground." And then Yami's like, "Nah, the love grounds me. The ground loves me so much it doesn't even want to let me go." And Charlotte's like, "You buffoon. The ground doesn't have any feelings." And Yami's like, See, that attitude's not gonna let you find a good husband." As Charlotte's like, she uses her briar magic, and like to surround Yami, and he's like, "Oh, looks like I click the button. He's like, I don't need a husband. He's like, oh, prickly ice queen. Yeah. And, Charlotte's over here kind of like flustering because he's like, it's like, it's like he doesn't even notice my feelings at all. It's like, this is all a sick joke. It- why did I have to fall for Yami? And she's like, as much as I try to put it away, I can't stop thinking about him. And, all that shit. And she's like, how would my squad members think if I fell in love with Yami? And, the girl appears. I forgot her name. I don't fucking care anymore. And she's like, no time to explain. And, like, yeah. And then Nozel is like, you three are the eye of the midnight sun. I'm gonna get payback for what you did to Fuegoleon. And, that shit. And, like, time to make you pay. And, Yami over here is like, ooh, Nozel, you're so cool. And Nozel's like, shut it, foreigner. And Yami's like, ooh, I like how you try to save me. And, that shit. And, Nozel is like, I don't care. I'm not going to waste my energy on you. And, he's about to use his Mercury magic on him. And Yami's like, ooh, you wouldn't waste your magic on a foreigner now, would you? And Nozel is like, you smartass. As Yami's like, yo, how the hell does he get his hair like that? Like, do you think he has someone to do for him? And Asta's like, nah. I bet you, Asta's like, yeah, he probably does. I mean, he is royalty after all. And then Finn was like, yeah, he probably has his own personal hairstylist. And Asta's like, nah, he might do it by his own. And Yami comes in and he's like, nah, he probably does it by his own. He probably has that much time on his hands. As as Nozel just hits like plays with his hair and he's like, shut up, shut up. As Austin's like, ooh, struck a nerve there. As they're like, wait, no, and they're like, never mind that. Austin, get out the way. The captains are fighting. And Austin's like, nah. You listen here, bitches. Alright, first, you are not getting into this fight because no one invited you. Second, I was setting back, letting Yami fight. I was gonna intervene before y'all bitch ass motherfuckers decided to come in. Third, I'm gonna fight them. Alright? I need a good fight right now. And no one in the capital is giving me a challenge, a worthy opponent. I want a challenge right now. As they're like, whoa. As he does the Toby Rama shit, if you know what I'm talking about, with like his finger and shit. But instead he just releases his bloodlust. As everyone feels it. Veto especially, is actually kind of fucking scared. And he's like, what is this monster? What the fuck is he? Was us just like, I am your worst nightmare. Show me a good fight, will you? As he smiles, and the captains kind of sit back with Yami, and they're like, so like, is he gonna do the same thing? As Nozel speaks up, and he's like, so is he gonna do like the same thing he did to us in the Magic Night exams? Yami's like, who fucking knows? Who knows? As Asta just says, stand back and watch. I'm gonna give you a show. As off, and he says, nah, I'm gonna fight all four. Or well, no, Charlotte says, what do you mean fight all four? Because she did that shit. And he's like, wait, Asta, what do you mean fight all four? And Asta's like, hold up, give me a moment. Wait a minute. As he body flickers, summons the King of Hell, throws Lick in there, and Lick comes out fully healed. And he's like, there we go. Now, show me a true battle. As he just starts fucking boxing all four of them. Over here, Licked over here using his light swords of conviction, Fauna using her fire magic, Veto using his beast magic up close like in the taijutsu battle, Ryu using his Yami's abilities, and Asa is just fucking bobbing and weaving. as he counteracts Fauna's fire magic, he says, fire style, fireball jutsu, as he sends it over to Fauna. And Fauna's like, Nani? What the fuck is he? He can use fire magic too? What is he? What is he? What is he? As Asta says, as he opens his Mangekyo, and he says, well, no, he says he uses his 3 Tomo Sharingan as he's keeping up with everything that's happening around him, and he's like, oh shit, y'all guys are pretty fast. As Licht is like, oh, you idiot, why would you heal me? As he says, light swords of conviction, as he's sending towards him, while Raya and Veto are trying to get up close, with Raya using his dark lightless slash, Veto using his beast magic. As they're trying to get close, Asta's just bobbing and weaving. Asta left hooks Raya, right hooks Veto, and and he slams them together with their heads like hitting hard as fuck as he hits them, and what and he picks them up right by their heads, by their hair, I guess, as one of the light swords was about to hit him, and then Asta just puts fucking Veto in front of it, and it pierces through Veto's stomach, and he's like, ooh, look who hit their own little friend. Look at here, as he starts swinging Veto's body like it's a rag doll. He's like, oh, looks like I hurt your friend. As he throws Veto to the side, he's like, too weak. As he just gets more and more happy, more and more, hyper, I guess. He gets more ecstasy out of fighting these people. As Rai's like, you bastard. As his head hurts a lot. It's like he got a concussion. No, he did get a concussion. He's like, you faggot. No, not you faggot. What the fuck am I saying? You bastard. And Austin's like, I don't know if I'm a bastard. I mean, I don't know if my mother, did it with the person and they were like, weren't their husband, but like, yeah, I guess. I mean, okay. He's like, well, two less. As he body flickers towards Fauna, and he starts fucking he starts wrecking her. Left, right, triple stomach punches. Like, he just fucking her up. And it looks like it's like pure assault. It looks like it's an adult hitting a child. Literally. It's like literally that. As Asta says, now, lightning style. Paralyzation, as he sends lightning through her body, paralyzing her. And then he says, fire style, phoenix flower jutsu, or whatever the fuck, as the little fire, I think that's what it was, as, the fireballs and shit goes towards Fauna. And Fauna, having the favor of Salamander, she gets hit, but she's not killed. As Asta says, now, water style, water dragon jutsu, as he pulls the water out of the atmosphere, kind of like the second Hokage, and the snow too, as he uses it, because the fire around them was melting the snow, and it was kind of going into the cave, as he just uses water style, water dragon jutsu, as he sends it towards Fauna, and Fauna just gets bombarded with water, and she kind of drowns in it, but not really, she's not dead. As Licht and Raya are seeing this, and they're getting more and more pissed. Raya actually getting off his ass for once. He's like, no, I can't waste shit on this motherfucker. I need to kill him. And Asta's like, that's not gonna happen, bitch. As he says, now, Sage Art, Light Fang, as he does it again, but he kind of misses somehow, I guess. Raya dodges, but his 2 fingers on his right hand just get cut off. His pointer finger, I think that's what it calls, and then his middle finger or his index. I don't know, like the first 2 fingers on there, they get cut off completely. As Raya screams out in pain, he's like, "Fuck! Dog, what'd you do?" As Austin's just like, oh damn, I haven't had this much enjoyment in a while. You guys aren't as strong as the other people from the other world, but this is a enjoyment. as he just body flickers towards Raya, as now he grabs Raya's head as he goes to the edge of the cave and drags his face into the fucking wall, with Raya's face is getting up like a bunch of rocks and earth and shit in his face, with his mouth kind of filling up with rocks and shit, as he's kind of like he's like trying not so hard not to suffocate on the rocks, as his fucking face is just getting mollywopped, dude. It's bleeding from all over. His face is dripping blood. Nothing that can be done. And Asta just grabs him, throws him around like a rag doll. As Lick sees this, he's getting pissed. As he says light whips of justice or wherever the fuck. As he's throwing it. And now we cut to the perspective of the Magic Knights, captains, and everyone else that was there, as they're just saying he's a monster. Whoa! As fucking the captains are like, Jack is over here having some fucking weird shit, because he's like, yes, 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 yes. He can give me a challenge. He can defeat me. He can. Oh, as he's just getting enjoyment out of watching Asta fight and beat the shit out of the out of the Eye of the Midnight Sun. Fucking Charlotte is just lost for words. She's like, how can a man, because she's some sort of feminist, which I honestly do not give a fuck. But she's like, how can this man to be so powerful? Yami, what did you do to him? Yami's like, I didn't do anything to him. He's been this strong since day one. As you know, Nozel is just shitless. He is scared. He is peeing his pants, literally. He peed himself a little. As you know, everything else is happening. We cut back to Asta with him dragging Ray's face through the wall. You know, he did that shit. As Licht is pissed off and he says light whips of justice or whatever the fuck. As Asta's just gliding on top of them. As he makes a Susano arm. As I'm gonna say his Susano's like black and blue because of the anti-magic devil. He wants to take control over Asta's body now more than ever. And Asta's like, nah, 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 you ain't taking over my body. As he alters his Susano a little, so it's black, but blue now. As Asta makes a right arm for the Susano, and he punches Licht. And Licht is sent flying. He's like, ugh. Like, nah, he's sent flying. As the spatial mage is not knowing what to do. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, nah, 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 we gotta go. Rays, or Rays, or whatever the fuck. Raya, what the fuck? I was saying Rays the whole time. Raya gets back up as he is livid. He is pissed off as fuck. As Licht is starting to lose control because he's getting so pissed. As that happens, bro, Licht loses a little bit of control as he just starts trying to hit Asta, as he does. But Asta just doesn't feel any pain. He's like, nah, this isn't good enough. As he says, Earth style. Or, no. Yeah, I'm gonna just say he does. He says, lightning style. Laser circus. I'm gonna say he knows it because, you know, plot. As they're just like, what? What? What is this? How strong is he? As they're just getting raped by the lasers. And, like, they don't even know what the fuck to do. Like, the spatial mage is like, nope, as he gets all four of them somehow while he was doing this, and they just dip. They are gone out of that bitch. No, as Licht was pissed as fuck. He's like, damn it, damn it, how strong is he? I couldn't even hit him for shit. I think he just let me hit him just for him to fucking toy with me. As the other three members are knocked out, as Raya was like, he just used his last amount of strength to try to hit Asa, but nothing to his avail, nothing to avail. As you know, that shit. And Licht is just pissed off, like, yep, And we cut back to Asta. He's like, no, I let them slip away again. At least I know I'm gonna be able to fuck them up next time I see them. Alright, it doesn't matter. Now, let's get back to the capital, shall we? As he looks at the captains and everyone else that was there. And they are kind of scared. Like, they're not scared, but they are, I guess. And they're just not knowing what to say. And they're like, he just mollywopped them. Like, it was taking candy from a fucking baby. And he's just like, what the fuck? And they do that. And yeah. So they go back. They go to pick up Noel. All that shit happens. Sister Teresa wasn't injured, I don't think. Yeah. Everything else happens that they leave, they go, and that's where I'm gonna end it off because I still need to watch some fucking episodes of Black Clover again. But yeah, hopefully you fucking enjoyed this because it's been like 3 weeks since I uploaded Madara Uchiha. But yeah, if you liked it, like the fucking video. If you didn't, you can leave a dislike. Honestly, I really don't care if you leave a dislike. If you leave a like, yeah, thank you. But yeah, if you have any suggestions on what I should do next part, leave them in the comments. And like I said in the beginning of the video, who's your fucking favorite waifu? And yeah, it's been me. I'm gonna see you another time.